Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times daily crossword solve. Almost screwed that up. But today is Friday, March 27th, 2026, and today's puzzle is by Zachary David Levy, who's quite a frequent contributor to the New York Times daily crosswords. And it's a Friday, so we'll expect a relatively tricky themeless puzzle. You can see maybe the starts of an interesting design already. So we'll see how that affects the setup of the grid. So let's see what Zachary has in store for us for this Friday, March 27th. Let's get solving. Decorative, so to speak. Oh, these are really fascinating. Curved sets of black squares. Decorative, so to speak. Maybe let's start with some downs. E-card site with a reduplicative name. E-card. I'm going to recognize this when it goes in. I guess reduplicative, so we'll have 3 letters per half of the name. And just outside my memory, I think. Spread could be a noun or a verb. Like noble gases chemically. I would have wanted inert, but that doesn't fit. And I'm also not 100% sure that's accurate. Nearest item to pick. Land consisting predominantly of sedges. Oh, Lord. Drop blank. Like 97% of the United States per the Census Bureau. So census, we're looking at 97% of the population as opposed to the land. 97%. Old hand at shorthand. Do we want a stenographer or something like that? Does that work here? LA subdivision. Los, I guess, is a subdivision of the name Los Angeles. Company acquired by Panasonic in 2009. Presumably some other kind of technology company, but I don't see it. Some choppers. Do we want knives? Do we want, presumably not helicopters? Dish whose name means barley in Italian. Huh? Lilliputian. Isn't that adjective usually used to describe somewhat diminutive or small? I mean, it could be a noun form in which we could want something like imp or elf. Affliction, also known as cold neuralgia. Affliction, cold neuralgia. Is this brain freeze? Just trying to put stuff together. Oh, is this orzo? I thought orzo was a type of grain that was distinct from barley, but I could be wrong. Does that help us with anything else here? Like 97% of the United States. This seems like it's going to be something like Sanyo or something like that. Drop-offs, maybe? What if it's that? Some choppers. Oh, we had this in the grid a little while ago. Hueys, I think it's like a particular line of helicopters, army helicopters. This looks like future, ahead. Oh, Lilliputian could be we. Okay, fine. Rural, really? Okay. Decorative, so to speak, just for show as opposed to functional. Land consisting predominantly of sedges is a fen. Ahead, in the future? Okay. This all looks okay then. Jib jab? Jib jib? I've never heard of this. This is not what I was thinking of. Spread. What? Like noble gases. Static? That's not really right, is it? Nearest item to pick, this one? Could be. Computer runs. I don't understand that. Do we have a problem here? I want okay at the end, but maybe not. Some coffee merchants' offerings. Not beans, I guess. Not coffee merchants' blends, coffee blends. So if this is going to be a J, computer runs. I don't know what they mean by runs. Spread. Oh, to unroll something is to spread it. Jobs, like print jobs. Stable. Noble gases are stable. Okay. Do we have a problem here? All okay. So this was jib jab after all. Squid Game and the red sleeve for 2 K-dramas, Korean dramas. Unlit? Question mark. Don't know what sense we want there. Slightly off. Like a kilter or akimbo or something. Unlit could be shady. One whose work is barely seen. Barely seen. Whose work? Okay. Before, informally. Informally. I would have been expecting something like before poetically, in which case it would be something like air. Informally. Pre, maybe? Suburban attachment. Maybe this is referring to an attachment for a car, like a, what is a suburban? Is it like a SUV or something like that? But I still don't know what an attachment would be. A rig, maybe? Let's put it in. Let's see. Camp bed, a cot. Slightly off. I don't know about rig. I'm a little surer about the rest of them. What about these? Local equals fresh, sloganeer. What organization would have that slogan? E in a code. What kind of code? 3,600 secondi in Italian, I guess. 3,600 seconds is 60 minutes is an hour. Aura, I think, is what we want then. Malarkey. It's a number of different words that could do that. Hit 22, say, in what? What could you hit? Bust, I guess, in blackjack. If you go over 21, you're bust. So this could be something like bunk, Malarkey is sort of like hogwash, you know, kind of thing. Epithet for Bill Clinton. Epithet for Bill Clinton. I don't know. Why don't I know that? Hackman's The Royal Tenenbaums co-star and Angelica Houston. Gene Hackman and Angelica Houston played the parents of the Tenenbaums, Royal and what was her name? I don't remember her name, the character's name. Lacked an alternative. Had to, I guess. Fine. Seems suspect. Reductive neologism for a strong female lead. Oh, what is this term? I'll recognize this for sure. Figure in Greek mythology who is brought up by a bear. Brought up by a bear. Who is this? Organization that releases an annual list of the year's most interesting contraband. The TSA? Is this Atalanta? I think that's right. Oh, E in Morse code is a dot. Is it a dot or a dit? Dot and dash. Seems suspect. I doubt it. Okay. So this might be bull then for malarkey instead of bunk. Oh, this is maybe not even what I thought. Bubba Clinton? Girl boss? It is a dit after all. Okay, strong female lead. So this is IGA, local equals for us. Oh, is that the grocery retailer? Okay, interesting. Okay. Escape artist? What kind of artist are we looking for here? Some kind of artist for sure. Crosses to bear, burdens. Then something looks off here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this isn't pre. A little off could be a bit odd. Suburban attachment before. Erotic artist? Yeah, okay. You know, I had suspected that barely might be a reference to sort of nudity in one way or another. So I think this is what we want. Unlit. Unlit. So bad? Like the opposite of lit, which is like really good. Is that what's going on here? A restraining maneuver in judo. I don't know. Till before. Till, that could work. Suburbanite. Oh, I get it. An attachment meaning a suffix. Should have seen that coming. Oh. This is not so bad because this is omelets of some kind, some brunch dishes, some kind of omelets. So what? So maybe it's not so, maybe it's a one word here, but I still don't see what it is. Unlit. Huh. How journalists and detectives may act on a tip. They might act on a tip. Treat that occasionally catches fire. Treat. Occasionally catches fire. Oh, something like a flambe. PB&J, for example, informally, a Sammy? Sandwich? Oh, a s'more catches fire. Okay, fine. Bit of belly aching. Greet with a beep. Toot at or something? Bluffer's pronouncement maybe. Prefer is pronounced. I raise in poker. Put down on paper. To pencil. Bit of belly aching. A moan. Spoke before the court. This doesn't look good. Oh, there's no way in. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Forte, slangily. Forte. Your bag, maybe? George's computer friend on the Jetsons. I don't remember. Dwarf planet in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. I think we want Ceres here. Tahoe runner. Oh. Maybe not. I would have wanted a ski. Oh no. Pianist Rubinstein is Anton Rubinstein. So then what is this? Tahoe runner. Kitchen gizmo. Probably ends in an R. I don't see what. Comics often printed in black and white. Tiny opening, a hole, but then what is this? NFL coach Quinn. You win, all right. Jeez. Spoke before the court. Am I wrong about Ceres? Is there any other dwarf planet in that area? Maybe. Case? Something? Case? Totally missing the big picture. Something head? So put down on paper could be penned. Oh, not head. This does look like toot at, doesn't it? Something in. Forte, slangily. What if it is bag? Something sighted? Totally missing the big picture. Narrow-sighted or... Oh, what is that? What are we looking for here? Is it not Anton Rubinstein? Don't rub it in. I have no idea what this is. Does this help us here? Dawn Quinn, maybe? Opened a case? Argued a case? Rudy? That could be Dan Quinn. Nearsighted? Artur Rubinstein. Jeez. I'm confusing with Anton QWERTY. Kitchen gizmo, a pairer, maybe a tiny opening is a pour. Oh, manga, often in black and white. A Tahoe runner. Oh, is a computer that runs the operating system called Tahoe, which is one of the issues of one of the versions of Mac OS. Goodness gracious. So we want a Mac, and then this is a manga, or this is manga, and this is a pairer. Okay, and the last little bit here. What kind of omelets do we want? Some brunch dishes, what, like ham omelets or something? You should keep those details to yourself. TMI. Too much information. Direction in many a spaghetti western. Direction. Restraining maneuver. Oh, I have no idea. Zaza Gabor entered into it 9 times. Entered into it. What? Dunks. Immerses, as in dunks a cookie into milk or whatever. A no-no. No. Store in oak casks, say. Do they want the verb to store, or do they want like a vendor of stuff in oak casks? And served as was, like a role, a position. Light, the verb, the noun, the adjective. Goodness. Rebels, opposite. Rebels, opposite. Why would that start with an O? Rebels, opposite. Furs and beaches, but not furs and beaches. I mean, is it as simple as trees? Rebels, opposite. Oh, rebels, opposite. To rebel, to obey. Goodness. Light. Airy, as in a cake. Pastry. Maybe ham omelets. That away, direction in many spaghetti western, that away. No, oh, no. If it's a double negative, it's a yes. Store in oak casks is to age a wine. Enter it into marriage. This is an arm. What? Arm. Ban. Arm. Bag. Arm bat. What could this possibly be? Oh, unlit. Sober? Arm bar? Sober? So unlit. And does lit somehow mean like unlit? I guess if you're talking about sober in terms of smoking drugs, unlit? Or is lit a way of saying like drunk that I don't know of? Anyway, I think that's probably right. Let's find out. So I have to figure out what's going on there. Armbar makes fine sense. Yeah, a lot of really misleading clues in here. I mean, these stacks are good. These are what, 11 letter stacks here and here symmetrically. And then we have 8 letter stacks here and here, a 12 here and a 12 here. And made difficult by these curved little black little cane-like things here, because there's not a lot of ways into these stacks. If you get lost in there and in here, there's just not a lot to help you out. So a very creative design here. Yeah, lots of difficulty here. Computer runs was not too easy to get. Malarkey could have a number of different ways of saying it. LA subdivision is a nice bit of misdirection for. We don't want a county or something like that, or a neighborhood, but literally a subdivision of the word of the name Los Angeles. I forgot that Bill Clinton was called Bubba. I need to remember what Angelica Houston's character's name was. I can't believe I forget. One whose work is barely seen. Again, barely often refers to some state of nudity or unclothedness in the grid. Slightly off. This is not what I would have thought would be the entry here, but fine. This is a good, fun clue how journalists and detectives may act, because you're looking for an adjective, but in fact, what they're looking for is stimulus. This ends up being actually much more simple than I would have thought. This, much more misleading. And I think I've even seen this clue before and gotten fooled by it before. Light can mean can have several parts of speech, and each of those can mean several different things. So in this case, we're looking for something sort of light and spongy, not too heavy. If food-wise, no is very tricky, because often for a no, when you see a no in the clues, you're looking for something like a taboo. I've not heard of jib jab. I don't think. This got me for a while because there's sort of usually to talk about noble gases as being inert, unreactive, but stable. It makes sense. It's just a little bit more colloquial way of saying it. 97% of the United States is rural, which shocks me. Unless they mean here the land area, in which case that's not shocking. Glad I remembered this from a previous grid. I hadn't heard of it prior to that. I have to look up orzo, because I thought this was actually a different kind of grain altogether. Hit 22 is fun for a blackjack clue here. Unlit, I'll have to look up. I don't really understand what they mean there. Suburban attachment is very tricky. I should expect a prefix or suffix clue at some point in a Friday puzzle, but I just didn't see it. Zaza Gabor entered into it 9 times. I guess I wish I remembered that piece of trivia, because that would have made the clue much less tricky. I got caught a lot for a long time on this one. Was reading it as a noun, not the verb. I am surprised that my first guess here was correct. And embarrassed that I got the wrong name here and mixed up 2 different pianists. But that's it. That's a good Friday grid from Zachary David Levy. I hope you enjoyed myself. If you did, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to know when posting next, hit that subscribe button. You'll get those notifications. And we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Thanks for joining me. Cheers.